Do you ever wake up in the morning and say to yourself, what in the world is going on? The whole place went to hell in a handbag and you don't even own a handbag. I'm telling you, if you want Xanax through your hearing aids, then this is the thing you should do. You should listen to the Randi Lupo Show because she covers everything from comedians to writers and everything in between. She's entertaining and informative at the same time. She's everything that you wished your mother-in-law would be, and she isn't. But Randi, she was born in Brooklyn, New York, a different Brooklyn than most, a two bears over. Randi brings his unique outlook to the show, and Lord knows we do need a different outlook. So now, put down your lattes, get your fat ass sitting down wherever you are, because you're about to see and hear something you never heard before. And that's our host, Randi Lupo.
Hi, welcome to the Randi Lupo Show. I'm Randi Lupo, and this is my guest, Paulette Szalay.
Thank you for having me, Randi.
Oh, I'm so happy that you're here. You know, Paulette wrote a wonderful children's book called Baggy, Maggy, and Friends Save Stinkville. And I wanted to ask you, what inspired you to write this book?
Well, Randi, as a middle school science educator in an urban district, I really noticed that children respond very well to visual, hands-on activities. Learning through reading and writing is really key to learning any subject. And I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's very interesting. That's...
Mm-hmm. And I decided one day that I needed to bring something else into my classroom to have the students really be in tuned to what's out there, what's available to them, something beside just the classroom. And I noticed that at a lower grade level, because I teach the middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th, I noticed that at the lower level is really where the students respond very well to reading and writing through adventurous stories.
Right, this is exciting for them.
Yes. And so one day I came up with Baggy, Maggy, and Friends Save Stinkville.
How did you come up with this idea? What prompted it?
Well, you know, the first book I wanted to address saving our environment, which is a really big topic amongst everyone throughout the whole world, even as adults.
So you're an environmentalist.
Well, yes, I'm very interested in, at least with the capability that I'm able to address, especially with my students. We recycle at school, and I think it's really important for students to learn how to save their environment and their surroundings, even if it's on a small scale.
Sure, that makes sense. And if I could ask you, the illustrations in this book are phenomenal. Who was your illustrator?
Well, believe it or not, my illustrator was a student in the district where I teach. I teach in Paterson, New Jersey. And he actually attended the Paterson Public School System, and he did graduate last year as a senior from Passaic County Technical Institute in Wayne, New Jersey. And I spoke with the art director who was there, and she does a lot with the students in terms of broadening their knowledge outside of the classroom. And when I met with the illustrator, his name is Efren Lopez. Yes, and he was very excited about the project, and he really looked forward to working with me. And he is extremely talented. He actually did the illustrations freehand.
Are gorgeous.
And he now wants to become an illustrator, art teacher. So he's aspiring now. This actually gave him the incentive to move forward to become an art teacher and an illustrator as well.
This is phenomenal. This is a really grassroots book. I mean, the author and the illustrator both came from the school system of where you're teaching these children. That's a wonderful thing. That is such a wonderful thing. Now, I have to ask you something. If you see the book, like we have it right here, the everything is so bold and bright. It really catches children's eyes. And I have to ask you something, because the characters are just phenomenal. How did you come up with the characters in the book?
Well, I wanted the characters to be fun, but yet related to the book itself, because we are talking about saving the environment. The first character I came up with is Trish the trash can. And of course, we all know trash cans are for garbage.
Yes.
But my trash can, she's very zsa-zsa. She's very high maintenance, and she's very sparkly and clean, and she really wants to help save all the trash that's lying on the ground. She wants to consume and get rid of quickly.
Sure.
So she was my first character. My second character was absolutely Baggy Maggy. She is the all well-versed science educator, but as a bag lady, she basically lives in Baggy Maggyville on the street. But she knows science because science is all around us.
She's quite the beautiful bag lady, I have to say. I love the blue hair, and the getup is just great.
Thank you. So, there's science. When we walk outside in the street, there's science. Just speaking us and using technology, there's science. So that's where Baggy Maggy came to fruition.
Sure.
Then we have Boinky Bill. Boinky Bill is a ball of knowledge, and he just bounces around, and he just loves to help Baggy Maggy, solve science mysteries. He's just wonderful. He's a wealth of knowledge. And then there's Ragamuffin the cat. She's Detective Cat, they call her, because she's very slick. She's very, she can, get the clues and she could discuss them with her team and come up with conclusions as to how to solve them.
Sure.
And then there's Christina and James, who are the twins of Baggy Maggyville. And they also travel with Baggy Maggy. And the key of their traveling is through her blue bag. Her blue bag opens up and they go into this blue bag and they can travel anywhere they want to.
That is so much fun for children. That is a great, great concept, I have to say. And, there is an interactive website that I actually went on, and it is so much fun. If you could just give the website.
Sure. It's www.baggymaggy.com. And children can go on to the website and actually interact with the characters. They can also take a comprehensive quiz based on the reading of the book. And it's a lot of fun. It's very interactive. They can infuse technology. So not only are we taking science to a different level with integrating reading and writing, they are also now integrating the technology end of it, which is where our future is headed.
Absolutely. So I would love it if you guys could check out the website at www.baggymaggy.com. There's also a section for email there if you'd like to get in touch with Paulette. Because
Yes.
Paulette, I know that you have a special presentation that you bring to schools. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. On April 22nd, we did launch the Baggy Maggy book. It was Earth Day, actually, and we did.
Oh, what a perfect day to launch!
Perfect day to launch, and we invited 105 students from School 4 in Patterson, 3rd and 4th grade students. And we also invited Baggy Maggy, and she came in to visit and read to our students. It was phenomenal. The kids were just in awe. They were so excited to see the character. They were excited to receive a book, their own very book, to read along with Baggy Maggy. They also got to meet the illustrator. Ephraim was there to help us sign books.
Oh, you had your illustrated. That is fantastic. What lucky children in Patterson in school number 4 to have received such a beautiful thing on Earth Day. This is a true gift.
Yes. And then not only did Baggy Maggy read the book, she also gave out some school supplies that were saving our Earth related. Huge poster where the children could actually fill in information based on the book. So it was really a great turnout. The kids had a lot of fun.
And did they receive the character well? How did they?
Oh, they were talking about Baggy Maggy for weeks. They still talk about Baggy Maggy. Every time I see them in the hallway, they ask me, Ms. Allie, how's Baggy Maggy? Is she coming back?
Oh, that is so fantastic. When kids are excited about learning, it makes all the difference in the world. This is why a book like this is so wonderful, because it's not just a textbook. It's not just a boring textbook. You're seeing vivid pictures. It's fun. It's exciting. The writing is clear and concise. It's teaching about our environment.
Yes, and they're learning. They're learning with fun. And then the
Makes
teachers
it all worthwhile. To me, this is the way that children learn best.
Absolutely. The teachers brought back the students to the classrooms, and then they took the interactive quiz in their own very classroom with their teacher. So
They must have enjoyed
they
that.
really did. They really had a lot of fun, and I had really good feedback from the teachers as well. So the kids had a lot of fun.
So it sounds like it was just a wonderful, wonderful
Yes,
event for Earth Day.
absolutely. Absolutely.
I am so happy to hear that.
Thank you.
What does the future hold for you in Baggy Maggy?
Well, this is the first book in a series. I do plan on writing at least several other books to go along with this book on different topics of science, but with the same characters. I also am looking into having a interactive learning game where students, or children rather, could learn while they're playing a game, an interactive game with the characters.
That is fabulous. That is so much fun. This is you really
Thank
clearly
you.
being an educator and a teacher and a mother, I might say, you truly understand kids and what they thrive on and what they enjoy. And this is just so fantastic. You know, as I was saying, the illustrations are just so bold and bright. They almost jump out at you. I could see these characters being made into dolls and
yes.
and figures.
Figurines and dolls, absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you think that would be in the plan going forward as well?
Yes, lunch boxes, T-shirts. Right now we are selling on our website. We do have some T-shirts and we have posters. We have, I think, the cell phone covers and things of that nature on the website itself right now. But eventually we are looking into making several different dolls.
This is so exciting. This is very exciting stuff, Paulette.
Thank you.
Again, we have Paulette Szalay. And where is the book available?
The book is available on Amazon.com. You can go on to the Baggy Maggy website, and on one of the blue bags, you can click onto the word that says book, and it will take you right to the link of Amazon.com.
Perfect.
Thank you.
That is perfect. And how can somebody contact you?
There is an email address right on the website where
Could you tell us the website?
Yes, www.baggymaggy.com. You can click on
that's www.baggymaggy.com.
And there's a section there that says email, and you could write to me if you have any comments or questions, or if you're looking to book Baggy Maggy, and we can come to just about everywhere. We actually have a library and a few other places that we're going to be featured.
So can you tell us about some of the events that are upcoming for you?
The first event that we have is June 22nd at the Fine Grind Coffee House in Little Falls. It's a Saturday morning from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. Baggy Maggy will also appear.
Oh, so the character will be there.
The character will be there.
Beautiful.
We will have books to be sold. And we will have some other interesting merchandise and items to be sold for the children.
Perhaps Baggy Maggy can make a set of earplugs that actually stay in the ear with that would be awesome. And what about the fall? Because I would imagine that during the school year, this would be like the perfect time to bring this book and character to life for the school system.
Yes, October 17th, we are actually booked in the Haledon Public Library, Haledon, New Jersey. It's a Thursday evening from 6 p.m. Until I believe 8 o'clock. And we also will have Baggy Maggy again will also present. She will be there at the event reading to our children as well.
Oh, beautiful. I look forward to it. I look forward to these events. I love things like this, and this is fantastic. Again, my guest was Paulette Szalay, author of Baggy Maggy and Friends Save Stinkville, and her website is www.baggymaggy.com. Again, that's www.baggymaggy.com. Thank you so much for joining me
Thank
today.
you so much, Randy, for having me here. Just one other thing I wanted to add. If you wanted to learn more about the upcoming events, you can also, there will be an information on the website as well. So it's not just those two events. We're going to be at different places.
Right. So keep checking the website because it's always going to be updated with new events and happenings and places. So this is very, very exciting. I am so happy for you.
Thank you.
want to wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much, Randy. And thank you again for having me on your show. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Again, this is the Randi Lupo Show. Thank you for tuning in. See you next time.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching the Randi Lupo Show. Thanks for checking out the show. Be sure to follow Randi on Twitter at Randi Lupo. Visit her website at randilupo.com. Thanks to Broadband Box Office and VK Media. Have a great evening.